I just want to thank all of my supporters and my subscribers, my viewers, my members. You know, I got up this morning and my YouTube channel now has reached well over 203,640 subscribers. And none of that would have been possible without all of my supporters. So I want to thank everyone for that. But we still got work to do because I have other benchmarks that I want to meet for my YouTube channel throughout the remainder of 2024. So with that being said, let's get down to today's very important lecture reminder. You know, this is just a reminder to make sure you mark your calendar for Saturday, March the 2nd, 2024, starting at 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to lecture for 1 hour from 11 to 12. And the focus of that lecture is going to be about the legal process that must occur on the front end before you submit your manuscript to any publisher. And that is very, very important. You know, if the audience is aware, my book title, Await Financial Freedom, hit all major bookstores worldwide well over 2 years ago. My book was accepted by a major publishing company, Page Publishing, based out of New York. You know, they published my manuscript into a finished book. They did the soft copy ebook version. And I went through a different publisher to get this same published work, Await Financial Freedom, latter part of last year, into an audiobook. Page Publishing, their specialty is not audiobook. So I actually got my published work published by two world-renowned publishing companies. But the focus of my lecture on Saturday, March the 2nd, is I'm going to talk about what a lot of people might not be aware of. Because you may be in the process of writing your own manuscript, your own book, in order to get published. And I still literally have my original manuscript to my book. I have my original manuscript, Await Financial Freedom. This is symbolic. This is a legal document. I still have my original manuscript to my published work that hit all major bookstores worldwide well over 2 years ago. But I'm gonna tell you something, there are many people who might not be aware of that. This first of all, this is legal, and there is a powerful process, a legal process that must occur before you submit your manuscript to the publisher. They ain't even got this yet. They ain't even got this. I'm going to present to the world more in detail about this legal document. This is legal. This legal document that protected my manuscript before any publisher laid eyes on it. And I'm here to tell you, this legal document, if it ain't in place, your work will not, your manuscript will not be protected. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If a crooked person, some kind of way, God forbid, would have got their hands on Marie Holiday legal manuscript, handwritten, before anybody eyes in the world would have got laid eyes on this, they could have literally took my legal document and passed it off to a publishing company and said, I wrote it. And that's more of a reason, I'm telling you, y'all got to find out what I'm talking about in terms of this legal document that will protect I ain't talking about copyright laws. Because when a book is published, yeah, it's protected by copyright laws, but I'm talking about the legal process before anybody even lay eyes on that manuscript that protects this. Because the publisher got to get this in order to publish your book, in order for it to hit major bookstores to be protected by copyright laws. But I'm talking about this legal piece that happened long before the book is published. So if you want to find out more about this legal document, tune you behind in Saturday, March the 2nd. I'm going to delve deep. I'm going to go in detail, and I still got this legal document. I still got my original manuscript. So I dare somebody try to violate all of this stuff that I got to protect my work, or they're trying to plagiarize. There you go. I dare, with all this here, with this legal document, my original manuscript, this legal document that was in place before the publisher got their hands on my work. This is why I tell people, you really, to each his own. If you want to self-publish, that's fine. I will hope you got some kind of legality in place to protect your manuscript. But it is really more beneficial to go through a world-renowned publisher to, first of all, to make sure your manuscript is protected. And then when your book is published, then your book is protected by copyright laws. So now you're protected by this legal document on the front end. You're protected by copyright laws. So you ain't got to worry about somebody stealing your work in any shape, form, or fashion. But when you don't go through a publishing company, then you'll open yourselves up easy for someone to steal your work or your idea, rather you write a children's book, or rather you want to get poetry or published, or rather you want to write a second book. I'm telling you, I'm going to be ready to get down to business Saturday, March the 2nd, 2024 at 11 o'clock, so I can share, and I'm going to do many. This is just the beginning. We ain't even got to the manuscript. There are various lectures I'm going to give throughout this process before we get to the finish line, and I'm here to tell you. So again, mark your calendar, and I want to thank all of my subscribers, my supporters, my viewers. Again, I got up this morning. My YouTube channel has reached well over 203,000 subscribers, and I've been seeing phenomenal growth really in my YouTube channel in all areas since the latter part of last year. And when I say in all areas, I'm talking about in terms of financial remunerations. I'm talking about in terms of views, watch hours, subscribers, comments, all the way around. And everything I'm doing on this platform is having a direct impact on my brand, my product, my company, the sales of my book, and everything. And that validates why it's so important to have a strategic business plan in place. Because I'm gonna tell you something, even when it took me a year and a half to write my manuscript, even when it took me a year and a half to write my manuscript, I literally remember sitting down and putting on my business plan to in terms of to write my book. And I literally had on my business plan, the goal is to write my book, Awake Financial Freedom. That's the goal. And in the middle of that business plan, I wrote down measurable objectives, steps that I had to take for a year and a half every Saturday for 2 hours writing my manuscript. I had to do that. And I gave myself a projected due date to have that manuscript completed. And I actually got it done a little early, but I'm telling you, there's so much behind the scene. I'm here to tell you, there is so much behind the scene long before published work hit all major bookstores. This is the finish line. But it took the experts, by turning the book over, when you turn any book over, you can tell if a person has gone to a publisher, it's going to have the barcode. And then to the far of that barcode, if they've gone through a publisher, it's going to have the publisher logo on that book. That let you know that person the author has gone through a publisher, because that publisher is going to have their logo on that book. And I'm here to tell you. So if it took me a year and a half to write this manuscript, and once this manuscript got accepted by a world-renowned publishing company, Page Publishing, my book was in publication for 6 months with the experts. So now you're talking about almost 2 years, a little over 2 years behind the scene before this book hit major bookstores. 2 years. 2 years. A year and a half for me to write my manuscript, another 6 months for the publisher to transform my manuscript. It took them 6 months to transform my manuscript into a published work. So by the time the world got us access to this book, it had already been in the making for 2 years. And I always been told, ain't nothing in this world of true value. It's gonna come quick and fast. Because if it comes too quick, you're behind, better run from it. I'm here to tell you. 2 years, people, behind the scene. 2 years behind the scene before this my powerful testimony, and this also available in audiobook. If you have not checked out my Awake Financial Freedom, it's available in audiobook, soft copy, ebook version. I'm telling you, this is a powerful testimony in regards to how I literally rose out of financial destruction. This is real talk. So tune in for Saturday, March the 2nd, 2024, and be ready to get down to business. And again, I want to thank all of my supporters, my subscribers, my viewers, and my members for supporting my channel. You know, the trajectory path on where Marie Holiday is going to take this channel, where God is going to take this channel, is skyless. And I'm here to tell you. That's all I have. Simple Fidelity, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.